everybody, I got a great informational call here tonight for you. This is something I'm really excited about sharing with you. It's going to be really important that you take some notes on this, and we're going to put a 90-day game plan together as a team. And I want to make sure that everybody knows that this is a strategy that I know will work. It's proven. I'm going to share a couple of things that are just simple concepts, but then we're going to get into what we need to do in the next 90 days to get your business really on a track. And I'm working with a bunch of people that are going to host a blitz that I'm doing in March. I'm going to be running all over the country. I'm going to go over that schedule. I want you to know that you're able to plug into that schedule with everybody who's hosting it across the country, and we're going to get into the details on that. So first of all, I want to thank everybody for taking the time here. You know and I know that Isagenix is on the move, and I don't know if you know this, but there was a big meeting in Atlanta, and I called Jim and Kathy Cooper. I had some folks at that event. There was almost 500 people at this Atlanta event. Last time we had a meeting there was like 200. Now there's 500 at this same event. So there's momentum, all over the country, but that was a sign to me that things are really starting to take off. Think about this. In 2011, we were doing $276 million. And then in 2012, we ended up with $335 million. And with the international that's occurring now this year, the projection is we're going to hit $450 to $500 million this year. So you need to know the company that you're in. You need to know that you've got something very special here that's rare. It's not normal. It's a quality company that is getting known now in the marketplace. It's got a good word-of-mouth name to it. People are starting to make decisions here in the industry, and they're picking Isagenix. So you and I need to have a sense of urgency in our businesses, knowing that the next couple of years here are really critical years. And if you want to have financial freedom on some level, you want financial results, you need to really plug in here this year in a big way. And what we're going to do here the next 90 days is going to be a catalyst. So one of the things that I always talk to people about, I always talk about three things that we need to do to be successful. And number one is using the products. Number two is talking to people. And number three is using the tools. And I've never deviated from that in 6.5 years, and it's helped me make millions. And I'm not going to deviate from it now. I'm just going to kind of expound on some things based on those three concepts. So number one, using the products. That is such a key. If you just get people on the products, let's just say today you made a commitment that in the next week you're going to get 5 to 10 people on these products. Forget about the business right now, just that you're going to get them on the products. And if you really worked with your customer to make sure that they were using the products correctly and they were fixing and refining so that they got the results, you'd be amazed the referrals that you'd get and how you'd be opening doors to talk to other people, because you're creating a walking, talking billboard. Everybody needs to use the products to get an emotional attachment, to be excited about what they're doing here, okay? And also the discipline of using those products. So what I'm going to do here, there's a gentleman that I called because of the Atlanta meeting, called him because he had a 678 area code, and found out that he moved to Oklahoma State. And so to make a long story short, I got some products to him. He is a networker, and I just, previous to the call here, found out that he got the product, and what I'm going to do is I'm walking him through some ideas on how to use the product. Now, I actually sent this to him because I wanted to get him to try the product. He's had some health issues. He had a really tough accident where he fell off a bike, and he's had surgeries, blah, blah, blah. But a sharp guy, and I just know that the products are going to make a difference. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm actually going to call him, and you're hearing about a guy who just got the products today, and I told him I'd walk him through a few things. And I want you to see what I'm doing, because this is fixing and refining, making sure he's zeroed in on how to use the products. As simple as this is, we need to do this every day with all our clients. One sec. Okay, let's see if we get hold of this man here. He's Warren.
Warren.
Warren,
Yeah.
Jay Bennett, a little bit earlier, but is this a good time?
Sure.
Okay. I just,
Oh.
I'm glad you got the product here today.
Yeah, I'm excited about trying them out. I'm not. Now I've looked through all of them. I've scanned, and you can't read everything in your product book in in a few minutes.
Yeah, there's a lot of info there.
A lot of information, and I'm critical of anybody, but geez, I don't know how you guys market all these products.
Well, what you do is
you got a lot of products.
Well, you market them in systems.
Yeah.
You market them in systems. In other words, there's a 30-day system for someone to lose weight. There's a athletic performance system for athletes, and there's like a healthy aging program for people that want to really have a health program, right?
Yeah, I've seen that. All these different packages too. I mean, they got quite a selection of them. But anyway, I'm sure it's working. Your company's doing well, so it must be working.
Yeah, what it's doing when you break it down, it's really, think about it. How many people need to lose weight out there?
Well, I guess a lot of people, there's a huge problem with obesity in the country. I don't know what the numbers are, but it's, somewhere over 50%.
Well, it's 70% in terms of overweight obesity. It's 70%.
Yeah.
So if you were to talk to someone and talk about what they're really going through, they're going to say they want to lose some weight, lose some body fat, get some energy, feel better. So 70% of your people you already got a package for, right? 70% of the people you have a package for. Then you have athletes, and that's a very small percentage of the total population, but people that want more stamina, more endurance, they want to feel better, which is kind of the direction you want to go, that's a package for that person, that 10-15% of the marketplace that considers themselves an athlete or someone who wants more stamina, more endurance. And then the rest of it is basically
has been an athlete.
Yeah. You were an athlete, but I think
I has been.
You're a has been. But you know what I'm saying? That would have been your package prior to the accident. But the fact is that's a segment of the population, and then you have what I would say everybody else who wants to maintain their health, and we've got the anti-aging direction, with Product B, with these other pillars. And that's someone who wants to be on a maintenance health program, we've got that package. So if you really break it down, there's 3 packages for 95% of the people.
Yeah, and then you have the, I would call it the ladies' face package, which, depending on the quality of your products, could be a big seller.
Yeah. And so, and you can get more. I mean, like we've got a product for sleeping, and we've got a product for the brain. And then we've got products for pain, and we've got products for skin care. And, but, I don't want to get lost on that. I just want to say that the main targeted products are 3 areas: weight loss, energy and performance for athletes, and healthy aging for all the rest of us.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So when you get into that groove, then you've got your other product, and that's the opportunity. Who doesn't want to make extra money? Everybody does.
Yeah, at some point I want to talk to you about the details, I guess, of comp plans. I mean, I understand binaries very well. I've worked a number of them, but every program's different, and how much BD you need to accumulate, and how much you're basically paying on your weak leg, right? That's pretty much what you're doing.
Yeah, you pay. It's the pay leg is the lesser volume leg, and it's a 2/3, 1/3. But you're right. Why don't we? What I'll do is we'll set up another time where I'll kind of walk through the comp plan. But I've also got actually a very well put together PowerPoint on the front end bonuses that are very unique now in the last 1.5, 2 years in the company. They've added $15 million to the plan, and I want to send you a PowerPoint.
These are product bonuses, right?
Yes. When you bring people in on the products and you bring people in, you get bonuses on that. And then there's the back end.
I thought there were certain packages carried them and certain packages didn't.
Yes.
So.
Yeah. So what we'll do is we'll go through that, Warren, and I'll make sure that but I'll send you an email too with some stuff you can look over, and then we can kind of go into the comp plan. But on the product side, what I want
you have some place either on a sheet, a paper, a 1-page, 2-page document, or a 1-line.
Yes.
summary of the comp plan?
Yeah, yep. I'll send you that, and then I'll send you the link to the PowerPoint and the link to the video. And I think if you review that, then you and I will get back on the phone, and I can kind of, connect the dots. Okay? So I'll send that to you as a separate email.
I used to be pretty good with comp plans.
Oh, yeah.
Helped design a few of them, but I just, I hadn't thought about them in a long time, to be honest with you. So.
Yeah, no, I'd love to get that to you, but I want to first start you off on the product because that was my main concern, that you could see product results here. So what I said.
Oh, good. I'll try it. I mean, I really don't need to lose weight, but there's no reason. I mean, I could alter the composition of my body structure these days, but I really don't need to lose weight. But we'll see. I mean, I would go on the cleanse and
so
try that.
Let me give you a little game plan, okay? Let me give you a game plan because I want you to be able to feel comfortable, going at your speed. You can do, because again, you don't need to really lose weight so much. It's more about a health thing. The weight loss people are going to do 2 shakes a day with a meal, right? And the people that are going to maintain their weight, which is probably more you and I, you're going to do 1 shake a day, 2 meals. That's the basic concept, okay? And then you're doing snacks in between all of that. So for you, I would say you could just do 1 shake a day and you would do well.
Yeah, I'm doing pretty much a shake a day now. And with products that, and my fiance is a nutritionist. I guess really she's got a degree in that area. And so she puts together some really good products and things for us. So I've been taking those. I've been very fortunate to have her knowledge and expertise. So, but anyway, I will supplement these for what I've been doing and see if we can get better results. So.
Exactly. And I sent you the Ageless Essentials with Product B. I sent you both. Now
those are usually when somebody would come in and just buy the capsule. That's your telomere product. That's
and/or they get educated on the Ageless Essentials, which is the vitamin, minerals,
and basically an antioxidant, multiple vitamin product. It seems to me. Yeah. Okay.
With Product B.
Y'all just call it your Product B because it supplements the body, and if somebody's not already doing that, they're going to get a huge boost just from from taking that.
Yeah, we get a lot of people doing just Product B, and they get a boost. They feel better. The stories are endless just on Product B. But, again, my philosophy is getting you on all the pillars, which is the shake, the cleanse, the Ionics, the Ageless Essentials, and then with Product B. Those are our pillars, okay? So what I would say is if you do 1 shake a day, you do the Ageless Essentials, and I gave you extra Product B. I use extra Product B. I do the Ageless Essentials, which is those 2 pouches a day. So when you do, like, let's say a shake in the morning and you do a meal later in the day, you're going to have an AM and a PM pack for yourself, okay?
Yeah, I saw that. Okay, let me go look at this box again. I've been clear about having an extra or something. You said just confused me. You told me you got me something extra. What I see is I've got the Product B, the tall food, tube thing, and that's your telomere support.
Yep.
That's 2 of those a day, I guess.
But I want, and what I'm going to,
so that's 4 a day.
Yeah, right, exactly. I want you to do extra Product B. That's why I put that in there. You're doing extra Product B. So there's going to be 2 in each pack, okay? And I've been
back up. Okay, back up. I'm confused. I'm sorry, Jay.
No, that's right. The Ageless
I have
Essentials.
2 things here. I've got Ageless Essentials product with Product B.
Yep.
And then I have a separate tube that says Product B.
Exactly.
What you're telling me is the Ageless Essentials contains the same thing that's in the other one.
Exactly.
And
the reason I put that in there was that I want you to take an extra 2, like you were saying, 2 twice a day, even though they are in the pack. I want you to be aware they're in the pack, but I'm mega dosing you on this.
Okay, but now the packs have 1 in the AM and 1 in the PM?
2 in the AM and 2 in the PM.
And you want me to do those plus?
Another 2 twice a day.
Another 2 a day.
And now you could do
twice a day. So basically I'll be taking 4 of those.
Twice.
8 a day.
Exactly. Now,
8 a day.
The people that have been doing that have been getting remarkable results, and I'm in favor of the more the merrier, because your body it's okay to get saturated with high-quality nutrition, and what your body doesn't need, it will eliminate. And I think you're going to get better results with that, and that's why I put that in. I want you to get results here in 30 days.
Okay, but if somebody was just going to be on a regular maintenance dose or something, if they signed up on an auto ship, their first choice, it seems to me, would be this Ageless Essentials with Product B. That gets them antioxidants plus the other. Okay.
Exactly. So I'm kind of, in your case, I'm mega dosing you on Product B, so I want to see you get results in 30 days. So if you do,
I was thinking that somebody had to go on an auto ship and have both of those things.
No,
and start making it pricey. Okay.
No. I did that for you because I wanted to get you, after the accident that you've had, I want to kind of see if I can help you really get some results here in 30 days. So the shake, the Ageless Essentials, the AMPM pack, extra Product B, so you're doing an extra 2 capsules twice a day with your AMPM. Okay?
Okay.
Now,
you're fighting something. I should start getting a better result anyway. I've just started back at the first of the year on testosterone injections.
Okay.
I was on those earlier, and then when you have a spinal cord injury, just tell you, all your systems just take a major hit, and testosterone is one of them. So, but I had that tested, and so the doctor wanted me to go back on that, or agreed for me to go back on that because I was asking for it. But in any event, when I was on that before, I noticed a huge difference in it, and I believe that it will create that same kind of lean muscle mass, creation that I had before. So I'm hoping for that. So maybe what you give me will help that even further, and that'd be awesome.
Yeah. So. Now here's the other. And I really do believe so. And here's the other thing, Warren, is the cleanse product that I put in there. You want to drink. You want to have a day, and start with the shakes for the week, and after about a week, then do a one-day cleanse. Okay.
Okay. So do the shakes for a week. Yep. And then do a cleanse, a one-day cleanse.
A one-day cleanse.
And that's all you do. And the cleanse is really basically all you do during the day.
That's right. And you're going to do 4 cleanse drinks a day and drink a lot of water. And what you're trying to do is get the filters of your body to be more efficient, your liver, your kidney,
plus
your blood.
System. Yeah.
I'm
familiar with cleansing. Yeah.
And then the blood, and it's a filter cleanse of the body, and you will feel better. You will feel better as you start to do this cleanse. And what I did is I put enough so that you could have 1 cleanse day a week through the next 30 days. That's what I did. I put enough in there so you could do 1 cleanse day a week.
That's nice. Yeah.
Yeah, and if you do that, if you follow that and do exactly what you're doing with your testosterone, and then you're doing with the Ageless Essentials with Product B, and then do 1 shake a day, do 1 cleanse day a week, in 30 days, I think you're going to see results here.
Okay. Let me ask you a question. I am on pretty heavy pain meds.
Yep.
And so you've heard any sort of adverse reactions? I'm on Lyrica, which is for neuropathic pain, and I'm on a hydrocodone product, which has acetaminophen and hydrocodone.
I haven't heard nothing with painkillers or anything like that, but I will tell you that as you go down this path, I think what happens is that most people that I've seen have reduced their amount of medication. They've reduced it naturally. So it becomes more absorbable, your medication. You start to absorb it more, and really, for the most part, I've seen people be able to naturally cut back.
That'd be awesome if I cut back on pain meds because it's just a killer.
Well,
okay.
Be aware of that. Be aware that you could, as you start going down this path. Yeah. So, Warren,
sure.
I'll be in touch.
Your homework rolling.
We were getting somebody's talking on top of us here.
Yeah, Warren, I'm going to be in touch with you. This week here. I'm going to see how you're doing here in the middle of the week, and that might have been my phone line.
That's fine. Listen, you don't need to do that. I will follow the program. If you want to, I'll be delighted to talk to you, but don't feel like you need to do something.
No,
okay?
I want to. I want to see how you're doing here. So we'll be in touch.
You're a good man.
Okay, well, you too, Warren. We'll be in touch, buddy.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, let me clear this. Okay, so I'm going to see that my the people are there. Let me just see if I lost my conference bridge. Are you guys there?
Yes.
Are people there?
Yes.
Yes.
Is Isagenix alive on the other side?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. All right. So I just wanted you to hear that. Now, that was a real-life, me talking to a networker, trying to invite him to Georgia, meeting. He lives in Oklahoma City, had a big accident. You noticed that he had spinal cord injury. He's now on painkillers. I'm sending him product as a good Samaritan. But actually, the reality is, I know that he's going to get results on this. I know he's going to do well. He's already asking about the comp plan. I didn't have time to get into all that. But I want you to realize that that follow-up is where the money is made. Your fortune is in the follow-up, how you work with your clients. It's not getting them on the products. That's not the issue. It's on your follow-up after they got the products. How are you using it? How did it work today? How did the products work? Tell me your results. What's going on? That is where your money is made. When you make sure they get over the hump, you fix and refine, and you make sure they know how to use the product. Folks, I'm telling you, that's what builds this type of a business. So number one, use the products, fix and refine with your clients, develop a discipline for yourself using the products, start incorporating more of the products, like this E Plus Now Energy Shot. Get into that. I did that here this morning here. I'm going to do 2 of those a day, man. That's going to be part of my DMO, my daily method of operation is doing an E Plus shot. Why not? Let's drink less coffee and drink some high-level adaptogens with a little bit of green tea and yerba mate. What do you think? So use the products. Now, number 2 is talking to people. Now, this is another key point. Get your list put together and keep making a list. So you make a list, and then you teach your people to make a list. This is Network Marketing 101. When you're bringing people on, put the list together. And now if they're serious, they're going to put a list of as many names as they can think of. If they're just very, very, I just want to pay for my product, maybe it's a list of 5, 10 names. You've got to adjust for the people. You don't want to blow them away. But get the list made. Get names and numbers of people and continue to make a list. Add to that list. Periodically redo your list and constantly ask for referrals through your list. Now, when I work with people, I'm going to tell someone in the first 30 days, enroll 5 to 10 new people in the first 30 days. Okay? Here's the magic. If you get people to enroll 5 to 10, something's going to happen, and you can't even figure it out. But when you don't enroll anybody, nothing's going to happen. It's going to be the same. If you want a business to change the direction, you need to enroll 5 to 10 new people. That is a magical formula, and I always use 10, but I want to give people an opportunity. If you're more part-time or you don't see yourself enrolling 10, minimally get 5 in 30 days or 10. If you're deadly serious, the 10 is great number because out of the 10, you're going to bound to get somebody. But somewhere between 5 to 10 people. So write that one down when you're talking to people who are really serious and they want to make money. Enroll 5 to 10 new people in your business. Like if I talk to people whose business is static and it's flatlined and they're asking me for advice, I'm going to say sponsor 10 in 30 days. That's going to be my remedy for a flatline business is enroll 10. Okay? Now, as we bring people in, the consultant level, manager level, director level, and executive level have to be explained to every single person. Now, Warren wanted to know the comp plan, and I'm going to make sure he knows the comp plan. But I'm going to put a video together, a link, and I have the 5K in 5 weeks link. I'm going to send him a diagram on an attachment. That's what he would have asked for. And I'll send an order form, actually, with that so that he sees what the prices are. And then I'm going to send that to him so he has everything inclusive, a comp plan informational piece that he can look at and on his own time. I'll follow up to make sure he reviews that, writes down questions, and then, as you noticed, he says he's done binaries before. He's actually put programs together. So this guy knows the binary. So I'm talking to someone who's very elevated here. We're going to make sure that we walk through it. He understands the front-end bonuses. He understands the binary. And we walk through the entire comp plan. This is a business builder type person, okay? Now, that's number 2 is talking to people. And I just shared with you the strategies. The list, sponsor 5 to 10 in the first 30 days. Make sure everybody understands consultant, manager, director, executive. How many? What does it take to become a consultant? What does it take to be a manager? That's 2 consultants, 2 personally enrolled consultants. You get a $250 bonus. What does it take to be a director? That's 6 consultants. You make a $750 bonus on that, and then the executive is 10 consultants, and you make a $1,000 bonus on that. Every consultant you develop, you make $100 on, and these bonuses, manager, director, executive, have to be done in the time frame of 30 days, 90 days, and 6 months. That needs to be known by you. You need to be able to communicate that part of the comp plan to every single person that you're talking to, and let that person figure out what's the right spot for them. Maybe they just want to be a consultant, and they're happy at consultant level. Maybe they want to go to manager and make it so it's paying for their product or making a car payment. Maybe they want to get to director, so it's making a car payment and maybe paying for their products combination. And maybe they want to get to an executive where it's paying for their house payment, their car payment, and their product, you see. So whatever that is, they need to be able to make that choice. You need to be able to share those options, okay? And when you get people going consultant, manager, director, executive in your downline, what is that going to do for you? It's going to create your cycles. It's going to build your residual income big time. Okay, so the ability you have developing consultants, managers, directors, executives is directly going to affect your check in terms of your residual check, okay? So that's number 2, talking to people. And then here's the powerful stuff that I want to get to, that is what we're going to be doing as a team, and that is number 3, using the tools. Now, there's a lot of different tools. We've got the videos, and everybody knows that, isamovie.com. That's a great video. We've got the landing page now within the team here, and you can go in your back office, go to My Isagenix, and get your landing page. And Warren, who we just got on the phone with here, I sent him my landing page, and I told him, you need to watch those 2 videos, and you need to fill out the form, and that'll take you to the second page. Well, I told him the first time we talked, and I didn't get any email that alerted me that he went to my site. He didn't fill out the form, in other words. And so when I called him back again, I said, Warren, all the good information is in the second page where you fill out the form, and it takes you to the second page where you get all the videos and all the good information. That's when he did that. I got alerted. I called him, and then I decided to send the product to him because he really was interested. That's how this kind of thing went. So the tools of iSamovie or your landing page, and I like the landing page because if I'm not there with them, I get alerted knowing that they actually went to the site, you see. And so get good at using the tools. Get good at getting people in front of iSamovie and setting that appointment right over the phone, right on the computer, and set appointments and have them click on the link and have them watch that 3-minute video and get their attention. And then find out where they're coming from and recommend a couple videos that they could watch, okay? Get good at saying, hey, I'm going to send you the link to my landing page, and there's 2 short videos there, and fill out that form. I'm going to be alerted so I know that you're watching this. And if you don't, if you don't go to that, fill out the form, you're not looking at where all the information is. And you just tell people straight up what's going on. So those are great tools. We've got the Saturday webinars. Jimmy Smith did it last Saturday, and it was awesome. It was an awesome webinar. Can you imagine if you had 10, 15, 20 people on that webinar that were brand new listening to Jimmy Smith made over $30 million in his family in 10 years? And before that, in 40 years, he only made $400,000 total in terms of his income in 40 years as a butcher. And he tells you that story. In 40 years, he made a total of $400,000. And in less than 10 years, he made over $30 million as a family in Isagenix. Would that get your attention? I think it would. These Saturday webinars are powerful. You need to be building to every Saturday webinar. If you're not in a local meeting, you're building to a Saturday webinar at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. So 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, you're getting people to the videos. And then every Saturday, you've got through the computer, you've got a Super Saturday webinar that you can promote all through the week with all these new people that are coming on. You've got to learn how to promote it. Even if they don't sign up, tell them to get on the webinar. Tell them to take a look at what's going on, okay? That's what I do with everybody. Even if they don't get involved, I'm always promoting the next event, always promoting the next webinar, always promoting the next meeting, and it's powerful. Then the other thing here is we're going to do a Blitz event, and here's where I want everyone to pay attention. This is the 90-day game plan. We're going into February. So February, March, April. I want you to look at 90 days here, okay? At the end of 90 days, I don't care who you are, your business is going to grow if you follow even half of what I'm talking about right now. Your business will grow. It is impossible for it not to grow. Impossible. It just means that you're not doing anything that I'm talking about. Nothing. But if you actually did something here that I'm talking about, I'm guaranteeing your business is going to grow. Now, I'm talking to people that are making 10, 15, 20 cycles right now in my organization here, just in my reentry. 10, 15, and 20. And Tim Darnell, I won't even tell you what his cycles were last week. It was scary. It was amazing what his cycles were. And so what I'm going to share with everybody on the line is this. Your business, if you were at 10, 5, 10, or 15, or 20 cycles, your business will double to triple by the end of this 90 days. I want you to get that in your head straight. Now, if you're at 0 right now, doubling 0 doesn't sound too exciting. So just, you got to get an idea of what you want to get done in 90 days. But if you're at 5 cycles, you'll be at 10 to 15. If you're at 10 cycles, you'll be at 20 to 30. And by the way, 30 cycles is about 6 figures a year residual, by the way, 30 cycles. So when you get to 30, you're at 6 figures a year. And if you're at 20 cycles right now, you're going to be at 40 to 60. That's what I'm talking about in the next 90 days. Are you in for it? Do you want that? Okay, here's what we're doing. We're going to do that IC Derby Hawaii thing. When I step off the plane, I get on a plane, stepping off the trip from Hawaii, I step on a plane, and what we're doing is this. March 2nd, we're going to be in Park City, Utah area, or Utah area. I'll have the exact area, but it's the Salt Lake City area of Utah, and I'll get the exact locations. We're going to have an email blasted, but I want you to put this down. I am not putting this in the back office. This is just with everybody who's on the phone with me. You're connected to me. This is not going in the back office. You're hearing it through my organization, and now you know. March 2nd, we're going to be in Utah. So the question is with your list, and when you talk to people, you're going to learn the art of asking everybody, who do you know in Utah? That's March 2nd. March 3rd, Reno, Nevada. And March 2nd, by the way, is with Drew and Kimberly Lee. They're the host, and I'm going to be putting my arms around the host in every area in the next 90 days. We're going to have a 90-day game plan to double and triple their income, every host. The Reno, Nevada is with Jeff and Carrie Boss. Who do you know in Nevada? Who do you know in Northern California? Because that's next to Tahoe. That's next to Sacramento. That's in that area. So who do you know in Reno? Who do you know in Sacramento? Who do you know in Tahoe? Okay, March 6th through 9th. By the way, I'm going to be in Baltimore, but that's very, very short on my part. I'm going to be in that area. But March 6th through 9th, I'm going to be in the Pennsylvania area with Kim Stolzis and her husband Arlen and Lindsay, their daughter, and we're teaming up with Jimmy Smith. So March 6th through 9th, Pennsylvania, and just going to round that off. But from Pennsylvania, you can pull from Philadelphia, you can pull from Baltimore, you can pull from D.C., you can pull from different regions of Virginia, different areas and we're going to be doing three days out there. March 10th is going to be Tampa, Florida, and I'm really looking forward to that. We're going to be doing Tampa, Florida on March 10th. March 12th, and that's going to be with Robert Garcia as the host, and Ken Daniel. And then March 12th, we're going to be in Dallas, Texas with Tim Darnell. And so who do you know in Texas? Who do you know in Tampa? Okay. Then March 14th, as I'm going back to Southern California, we're going to be in Albuquerque, New Mexico with Sandra, who's lit on fire out there, Sandra Offred. And she's in Albuquerque, and we're going to be doing a meeting there. I've never been to I've never done a meeting in Albuquerque, but Sandra's committed that she's going to have 50 people there no matter what. We're going to do a meeting there. Who do you know in New Mexico? And then March 16th, we're going to wrap it up in Phoenix with Jared and Christy Turley, and they're going to be hosting that on the 16th. So I'll have all the logistics here for everybody, and I've got some ideas here that I'm going to share with the host here. This week we have a meeting with all the hosts, but we're going to have tickets made where you can send out tickets for a free event for all your guests. And we're going to be getting that out to all the hosts, and I'm going to make that available to everybody that's on the team here. And you print off these tickets, and you use them as a tool. That's another word. It's a tool to help them get to that event. When you can send tickets in the mail, you can go down the street of your businesses in the local areas, and you can hand out tickets in those local areas. It's amazing. Or send them in the mail to people. I got people in that are in my organization right now, Ted Schultz, and I got in Eloise Schultz, and also Nancy Donlin. When I sent tickets in the mail, I didn't even know who these people were. I asked, who do you know in Arizona? And I sent tickets in the mail, and they came to the celebration in August in Phoenix when it was 120-degree weather, and they came to a business opportunity with Paul Zane Pilzer, and I scored them. They came in, and I signed them both up right after that meeting because I sent them the tickets, and they showed up. Okay, I want you to know tickets are very, very powerful. We'll talk more about that later on how to use the tickets, but these are all tools. So you've got to have the ability to go, who do you know in Utah? Who do you know in Nevada? Who do you know in Pennsylvania and in the D.C. area? And who do you know in Tampa, Florida? Who do you know in the Dallas area and the surrounding area? Who do you know in New Mexico? And who do you know in Phoenix? And by the way, we do this blitz correctly. We're going to create a lot of momentum. But then in May, we've got the Isagenix universities on the East Coast in Charlotte, and then we have the Isagenix universities in Phoenix on the West Coast. So you got both sides of the country handled, and your deadly serious people are going to those ICUs. And I'm going to tell you right now, those ICUs are critical that they get the nuts and bolts training within the company culture, and you lock those people in. And the question is, what is it worth to you to get people to these events? An extra $500 a month, extra month, $1,000 a month, $2,000 a month, $5,000 a month. In my reentry right now, getting people to events is making me an extra $4,000 a week in 9 months. An extra $4,000 a week in 9 months on top of maxing out my first position. So you tell me in 9 months where you make $4,000 a week, $16,000 a month. It's probably more than 16 because it's 4.3 weeks to a month. That's probably getting close to $20,000 a month in 9 months on top of my blown out check in my first position. Okay, what I'm sharing with you works, folks, but you got to get fired up, you got to get excited, you got to go right now asking people, who do you know in these areas right now? You don't wait for anybody. You get people to those events. You ask people. If they're not fired up and they're not excited, then you ask them, who do they know in these areas, and get names and numbers from people. Okay? So that is a lot of stuff here to work on. And just remember this. These events will deliver every single time. These events that we do when we get out there are going to be smaller events. They're not going to be 1,000 people in the room. There's not going to be, Atlanta had 500 people in the room. I heard 450 to 500 people. Okay? It's not going to be like that. These are first-time meetings in their areas. And so we're going to have meetings, and my goal with everybody is a minimum of 50 in these events. Now in Pennsylvania, because it's going to be with Jimmy Smith, we're probably going to have 150 to 200. But in all the other areas, these are brand new groups within my reentry, and I know these are going to be smaller meetings. I love these first-time meetings in these areas. I love them because this is where the momentum starts. This is where the business happens. It's in those first meetings, and there's nothing like a first meeting. And so the event itself, on my part, I'm going to tell you right now, it's going to deliver. I know what to do. I know how to do it, and I know you get those people in front of me, I'm going to get them fired up. I'm going to get them excited. They're going to go crazy. They really are. And if they're not crazy, it's okay. If they got 2 legs and a mouth and they fog a mirror, they will sign up. Guarantee it. Okay, we're going to get a group of people. They're going to leave those events fired up. So that's not the issue, is the event. The issue is your pre-event. What I'm talking about right now, the issue is what you do between now and March, the first 2 weeks of March, because all those events are in the first 2 weeks of March. I'm just going from point A to point B to point C, East Coast back to West Coast, and it's a 2-week blitz. So the issue is your pre-event, how you build for this, how you ask for names and numbers in these different areas, how you start sponsoring right now 5 to 10 people in 30 days, how you ask everybody, who do you know in these areas, and start getting the information, the videos in front of them, getting them to the webinars. All of that is being done prior to the event. So the pre-event is where the magic is, how you work it. And then when the event occurs, it will deliver. And then the third part of this is the post-event. You're then going to get your arms around those new people in your organization that are going to actually do the business. And you're going to actually get your arms around them, and X amount of them are going to hit consultant, X amount are going to hit manager, X amount are going to hit director, and X amount are going to hit executive. Okay, and you're going to put the comp plan in front of them, and then we're going to do that at every single event, and you're going to zero in and get your arms around those key people that are going to drive your business. And so if you look at that being in the middle of March, you take that to the end of April, that's the end of your 90 days. Because there's a lag time. You get your people in, it doesn't happen in the first week. It's going to take about 6 weeks to get those people moving to manager and to director. So your cycles are going to go crazy by the end of April. So the pre-event is what you need to be doing now. The event itself will deliver. And then the post-event is you getting your arms around those people and driving their business to the end of April. And within that 90-day period, your cycles have doubled and tripled if you're interested. If you're interested. Okay? But if you're interested, it's going to work just like that. So I want to thank everybody here for taking the time here. I hope this has been helpful. I want to wish you a really great week, folks. Let's lock arms here. Let's do the stuff here. Let's be that organization that is taking it to the next level. I know I'm fired up. I really am. I know where this is going, and I know what we're doing here in the next 90 days. I have a game plan. I have a strategy, and I want to lock arms with people here that are on this call. So thanks for joining, and I'm going to open up the lines, and let's say goodbye, and let's be fired up for the week. Good night, everybody.
Thanks, Terry. That was
Good night.
good.